Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Talkin' Habs Saturday Hockey Talk Live, where we talk about anything and everything Habs, hockey, and life with your host, Rick Seligman. Go Habs go, and let's talk hockey. The road to the 25th Cup is under construction. At coolhockey.com, you'll find your favorite team's officially licensed jersey. Blank, pre-sewn, or hand-sewn. Your favorite team, your favorite player's name and number on the back. Or hey, put your own name on the back. Competitive pricing, custom stitching, fast shipping. Coolhockey.com. Tell them Talkin' Habs sent you. Click the link in the description of this video. Coolhockey.com. Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talkin' Habs. Hopefully that wasn't too long for you guys. Coolhockey.com. Father's Day is coming up. There is a link in the description. It's a Father's Day link. Takes you to their page where it's all the stuff for dad. So, click the link. Check it out. All right. Saturday Hockey Talk. In this episode of Saturday Hockey Talk, to just remind everybody, I don't know how many people are here. Well, 5 people here already. We're going to be drawing. I think I'm alone. I'm going to be drawing for a prize, giving a prize to everybody that'll be in the room at the time. So for you guys here now, I'll put 10 in the comments, and I'll mark your name down, and you'll get into the draw. So that's the giveaway this year. It is a fanny pack, brand new in the. Okay, I'm going to show you the one I've got. Now you might be saying, "Oh, it's not there." I was not prepared. You might be saying, I don't want to wear a fanny pack. So I don't wear it on my waist. I hang it over my shoulder and it goes under my arm like that. So when you're shopping, it's easy. Wallet in there, it's just easy. I don't usually have pockets, or I don't want to put stuff in my pockets. So I just wear sweatpants and shorts and stuff in the summer. Anyway, works for me. I'm giving that away today. So everybody is, all the members, everybody who gave money, everybody was in the last draw. Going to be in this one, and everybody in the room, as long as you put 10 and make a comment, I will mark it down. And I can stop babbling now, and let's see who's here. Yeah. All right, Daryl Adams. Daryl Adams says, Rick, should Habs try to go after second pick in first round and have first and second? If so, who would you give up for second pick as well? Okay, first of all, New Jersey has the second pick. It's known that they want to, they're willing to, they would be willing to make a trade for that. They're looking for a roster player that can, I imagine have an impact, right? So my worry for that is they're going to ask for Cole Caulfield to go with Jack Hughes that they have, right? Natural combination. They were awesome with the U.S. team. So I worry about the price. I kind of think if it's not Cole Caulfield, it might be Josh Anderson, who apparently not on the block, but teams are asking for him. Why? Because he's a damn good hockey player that teams want. They want him because he's valuable. So Montreal's going to hang on to him, I think, unless they get their socks knocked off in an offer. I don't think they try to get the second pick and give up Anderson personally. So it really depends on who. Would I like to see Montreal have first and second pick? I mean, of course. I mean, without a doubt. But, the cost is going to be important. You're going to have to probably give that first round pick that you've got, which is fine. I mean, that's moving up. That's great. But it's the player off the roster that I'm worried about, right? I'm not really worried about prospects. There's some good prospects they can give up. But again, if they're looking for Jordan Harris, Justin Barron, I don't know, right? Anyways, that's where I say for that. Habs Guru, hey Darren, how you doing, man? BL, Shawinigan defeated Charlottetown 4-3 in overtime tonight to win the Q title. Wow, okay, I didn't know that. Congratulations, Shawinigan. The Cataracts, I believe. They will announce they will advance to the Memorial Cup hosted by St. John Sea Dogs. Yeah, Memorial Cup should be. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it, but I like that's a good tournament. Cameron, hey Cam, how's it going? Let's go Rangers. Yeah, actually, I'm going for the Rangers too. Stan, hey Stan. Gregory DeBoo. Who's excited for the first overall pick? I am. I mean, I'm quite confident who it's going to be, but I'm still excited. At this point, too, I'm excited to see what kind of moves they might make to move up in that draft. Because they might not be successful to make a deal to move up, but they're going to try. I think it's going to be an interesting draft for Montreal. Hey, Peter, how's it going? Been a while. Interested to see what Montreal does with the first pick. Wow, they're going to pick Shane Wright. Cam also says Montreal taking Shane Wright. And he says Josh Anderson isn't worth second overall alone. Well, it wouldn't be alone, Cameron. It would be that it would probably the 26th pick and Josh Anderson, the 26th pick and Cole Caulfield, something like that. And believe me, they're not giving up that second overall pick lightly, right? It's going to cost. David, hey, David. I read the third overall Russian does not perform as well against stronger teams by a significant degree. Yeah, well, I put that out there already too. Yeah, he does well against the the weaker teams in the international tournaments, and against Canada, U.S. stuff like that. He doesn't do as well. So, to make him first overall pick, I wouldn't. Do I still like Slavkovsky and think but not at? I'm starting to think even at third. Maybe for the 7th pick, if Montreal can grab that from Ottawa, because that's apparently available, I can see them taking Slavkovsky there. But I don't know about first, second, or third at this point for me for Slavkovsky. And listen, it's an opinion, right? You might not think that, some of you guys, but it's my opinion. We can talk about it here. Hey, Larry, how's it going? Well, things for me are good. I'm kind of in a holding period. My fire settlement finally all done. Check in hand. It's at the bank, just waiting for it to clear. And then it's going to be a lot better summer. You're going to see a bunch of changes here. And but all things are good for the Habs. Well, I don't think anything bad right now for the Habs. A package to get second overall that makes sense is Josh Anderson, Jeff Petrie, and first-round pick from Calgary, and would have to take a couple of bad contracts back. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. No, Josh Anderson for the second pick, no. Not for me. Jeff Petrie, because it's an American team, so yeah, that's a possibility. I just heard a rumor today. Jeff Petrie, too. Involved in talks with our rumors. I don't know. I can't remember the damn team. It's an American team. Jeez, I'm sorry for even mentioning it. I can't remember the team. Hey. But no, that's way too much for the second round pick. Nope. Larry says, I want to see the Rangers win too. Great story this playoffs. Yeah, and also I was asked, I think last Saturday, who I thought would win. I don't know. I kind of thought about it. I said, Rangers to win the cup, even right over the Avalanche. So, I think at the time I said that I don't think the Avalanche were in yet, but yeah, I want to see the Rangers for whatever reason. I don't particularly like or dislike the Rangers, so they're not on my list. Just ask BL. They're not on my list. Bye-bye. David, he is Slovakian, not Russian. He is Slovak. If we're talking about Slavkovsky, yeah, he's Slovakian. Old man is in the room. How's it going, buddy? Cam projected right. Cooley Slavkovsky. The final lists are going to be out. From what I understand, let's see what Bob McKenzie puts there. That's going to be pretty close to being accurate to what probably the pick is going to be. From what I can gather, I like Bob McKenzie. I trust in his opinion. His list should come out soon, from what I understand. I'm interested to see if he moves off of Wright. There's not a lot of people saying Slavkovsky. Of the people that are expected to know, I guess is what I don't see a ton of those people saying Slavkovsky. Larry, when you say either pick, if Slavkovsky is there with a 26th pick and they're holding on to their 26th pick, I'd pick him there, yeah, for sure. But no, not with the first pick. Cam, you just don't want to see Tampa. Well, it's an achievement. Unfortunately, I think the fact that they won Game 5 is, for me, is kind of telling. It doesn't mean it's a lock, but I find Game 5, there's a lot of different combinations for how you get there, right, to Game 5. But I find Game 5 like a pivotal game to win. And especially when you're tied up, I think it's kind of a pivot. It's less so like in a series where it's 3-1 and the team that's down by 2 wins. It's less pivotal, I think. But I think when you're tied or you're up when you're up 3-1, if you win it, it's over. But that's, anyway, that's my thoughts. So I'm not like fully confident for New York. I've got the game on here, by the way. But yeah, I called New York a couple of weeks ago anyway. Larry says Petrie to the Wings makes sense because his dad played for the Tigers, but I don't know if the Wings have any players they would move for Petrie. Not only that, they're kind of heavy on the right side. It's hard to say how he would fit in. And there's no rumors right now for it, but I mean, we've all been saying that, yeah. It's a natural fit, but I mean, usually that's not how it works out, right? Slapshotsky? Slavkovsky is now Slapshotsky. I like that one, Phil. Daily faceoff ranked Cooley first. Will this affect Montreal's decision? No. It doesn't matter. Any of them ranking them first doesn't necessarily affect Montreal's decision. They're going to decide on their own information. I don't know daily faceoff that anyway, I think anybody calling Slavkovsky first might be wrong. We'll see. Stan, how about trading up for Cutter Gauthier? Habs need size up front. You know something? And something else about Cutter Gauthier? And his name has been, at least I heard it in conjunction with the Habs before. He was in the top 25 of a lot of those tests at the physical tests at the combine. He was in a lot of those top 25, the list of top 25. So the guy's in good physical shape, and I know he's a big guy. And if he's invited to the combine, he's considered to be at the very least in the top 3 rounds. Will he make it that high? I doubt it, but I guess in the end, we won't really know about a player of that kind of type because it's not going to be announced anywhere. So that would, if they don't go for Shane Wright or Slavkovsky and they announce a name like Cutter Gauthier or, whatever, it's going to be a hell of a shock. Hey, Tario, how you doing, buddy? Matter of fact, I believe Petrie's dad was on the Tigers broadcast today. I do know he is one of their regular announcers. Dan Petrie was on the 1984 World Series winners. Yes, and I remember that World Series because I was watching baseball back then. I've mentioned, I think, quite a few times about Petrie's dad being a World Series winner. Cam, Darth Master, I don't think they would use Wright as a center, so I don't think that face-off percentage will matter. I think Wright will be a center. Listen, if they get Connor Bedard next year, it's a different story. So they're going to have to shift somebody to the wing. But as it stands right now, I mean, he may not start out at center. I'll give you that. If he makes the team this year, he'll be a center, I do believe. Tario, I'm absolutely going to wear a Guy Lafleur jersey when I get it. That's not going on the wall. I mean, it'll hang maybe on a hanger because I want to wear it off and on, but it's going to, yeah, definitely. Oh man, Geeky, I know has been mentioned by some people too. So, I mean, these are the guys that are going to be, they're in that area, So I'll probably, I'm going to do like probably 5 draft prospect videos. I imagine I'm going to do, Shane Wright, Cooley, and Slavkovsky. And a couple others, maybe more than that. But, Geeky and Goche. And there's a few other names that I would probably do a video on. Although I'm quite sure they're going to pick Wright. And I don't have to do too many videos. But, you got to cover your bases. Ken says, never mind. I just had a brain fart. No, listen, I think like Nick Suzuki started on the wing on the fourth line. I could see Wright starting out similar to that in his first 10 games as he works his way up and onto the center spot, right? But it depends, right? Suzuki was a bit of a deeper as far as veterans being here and being used when he joined. So maybe this year, when we know they're going to play a lot of the kids, that Wright might get second line center to start with if St. Louis feels he's ready. I mean, I kind of doubt it though. Larry says, what a name, Cutter Gauthier. Hey, listen, that's a hockey name. Although when I hear it, I'm reminded of what's the movie? I can't remember the guy's name. The golf movie there with what was the guy's name? Cutter something. Okay, I'm all over the board. What's the damn name? The star of the movie I just saw him, Adam Sandler. The Adam Sandler movie with the golf. He's a hockey player playing golf. What the hell was that movie? Anyways, it makes me think of the golf pro that he was always against there. Cutter. Was it? Oh no, it was Shooter McGavin. See, every now and then the brain goes bloop, working. But Cutter Gauthier makes me think of Shooter McGavin. Don't ask me why. Side note, Mika Zabinajad's hair is something to marvel. Phil wants Kristen Leno. Great results. Maverick as well. Massive talent. Never heard of him, though. At what position, though? Like what part of the draft? Fern Gauthier was loaned by the Habs to the Rangers in the 40s, and some people said he could not put the puck in the ocean. He didn't when challenged in a park in New York. Really? All right, where's that come from, though? Because the name Gauthier? Oh, that's where it comes from. Hey, Darth Master's going to the draft. Awesome. Yeah, I wouldn't worry. I really don't think you're going to witness that, so no worries. You saw a custom-made Habs number 51. Well, I don't know. There's a picture of him. It looks like he's actually wearing the jersey. I don't know. I guess that's really good photoshopping. But I would imagine if Montreal drafts him, he's going to wear number 51. I would think. Happy Gilmore, that's the movie. Yeah, that was pretty good when it came out. I haven't seen it in a while, though. Everybody knows but me. I mean, I've seen that movie probably 4 or 5 times, so I know the movie. I love the swing. The run. Oh, God. You know how hard that is to do? To run at it and be, I don't know, to get anything proper on it, like any good distance. I don't know. I've seen people actually do it, and it surprised me, but I can't do it. Tristan Leno is a really good defenseman who plays for Gatineau. Well, if you're looking for them to draft a defenseman in the first round, I guess depending on where they end up drafting that second pick, if at all, but drafting, I don't see them. I really don't see them drafting a defenseman in the first round. That's my opinion. But you still got to take best player available. So if your guys are gone and then you got this, like, say, 15th pick, you still got to take the best player available. If that's a defenseman, then you got to take him. Hey, Mikhail, it's been a while, man. How you doing? And don't ask. I remember you. Don't ask. I remember. My memory is good enough. It's just, when I really want to remember something, like I just happened, I so many times as I get older, it happens more and more. It's called senility, really. It is. That's what senility really is. It's not because you're loco. That's dementia. It's not the same thing. So I'm sure I suffer from some senility because you guys probably know, it happens to me a lot. Larry Watson was a Hab only for that season and won the cup when Maurice Richard had his breakout playoffs. Phil Watson. Yeah, I remember there was Phil Watson and he had a brother, didn't he? But that could be their if it's from 40s. I'm probably thinking of later Watsons, Brian Watson and something like that. Anyway, but I know the name Phil Watson from that era. Watson was one of the Rangers' greats. Well, that's probably why I know it. Okay, I got to cough first. I want to read something. Phil, you volunteering your voice for, I'm not sure, but I thought that the video I did today, I think if I didn't voice that, it could have been better because that was something that should have been read a little more powerfully than I did it. So, but yeah, hey, listen, maybe we'll do that. We'll have to talk about it when we talk about that other thing. Oh, Phil, I can do that too. That's easy peasy, no problem. It's the challenge of doing these other things. I wish I could sound like, I guess like James Earl Jones for that. That kind of, I don't know. I watched a video. Okay, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, I did a video today of To Be or Not to Be. So I rewrote the soliloquy to match the Shane Writer Slavkovsky kind of debate, right? And then I had to, yeah. So I'm talking about reading that. I could have done a better job at it. So you know what? I'm going to give everybody a treat here. I did a very special version of that, and it's very short compared to the other, very short. And I wanted to ask you guys your opinion of, is my voice better reading it this way? So just give me a second when I find it. And it's right here. And let me know what you think of this.
Is Shane Wright to be or not to be the number one pick? See, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to pick Slavkovsky and maybe suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous Habs fans, or to take Shane Wright against the sea of doubters, and by opposing, end them. To win, to lose, no more. And by a win to say we championed, the pride of 1,000 natural hat tricks the Habs are heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be Wright's. To win, to score. To score. Perchance to win. Aye, there's the rub. For in that scoring of victory, trophies may come when he has shuffled off this mortal ice. Will we give pause? Give our respect to the quality of our choice. For who would bear the brutal cross-checks and vicious slashes of NHL time best? The Slavkovskys wrong, the proud Shane's contumely, the pang of despised draft picks, the draft's delay, the insolence of prior management, and the spurns that patient merit of the worthy Habs fan takes, when Shane himself might his quietus make, with a low points total. Who would Fardels bear, to grunt and sweat under a wary fan base? But that dread of being unworthy after draft, the undiscovered fans from whose scorn no Habs player returns, makes you go, and makes draftees not want to bear these ills we have, but rather be drafted by other teams that we are rivals of. Thus, the wrong pick doth make fools of us all, and thus, the fan base's hue of resolution is sicklied over with the false pride of our arrogance. This entry draft of great pith and moment cannot be lost, or our pick turn awry, and lose the name of best player at the draft.
Yeah, so there's that. Renegade Man, Boston. Yeah, Boston fired Cassidy. I don't really understand why. Apparently, Pasternak does not want to go back there without Cassidy being there. So and he's a free agent at UFA, I believe. So that's the reason. Apparently, Pasternak's not going back there. Why they fired Cassidy, I don't know. Maybe he slept with somebody's wife that he shouldn't have. I mean, he had a really good winning percentage there. I don't know what happened there. Randy, hey, Randy. Am I rooting for the Rangers to win the series? I actually am, yeah. I was asked a couple weeks ago, I think less than that, but who I thought would win the Cup, and I actually picked the Rangers. There were 4 teams left, and I picked the Rangers. So, yeah. Patsa. Is that a new name for him now? Oh, a double cough. Pasta to someplace nice, maybe LA, maybe another nice place with low taxes and an aversion to ice storms. Yeah, I mean, I imagine there are going to be a lot of teams looking to sign him up. So, yeah. So this is okay. Cam says, yeah, I know they're looking to move Pasta because they'd rather fire a successful coach than fire their horrid GM who has done nothing but fail. Is that what? Because it didn't make sense. They fired Cassidy. I don't get it. I think their window's closing as far as guys getting older and stuff like that. I do think that, but I mean, the coach has been pretty damn successful. I don't know why did he get fired. I didn't understand. Larry, to win or not to win, that's for next season. And that's the draft is first. I don't know that I'd try to do that again. I'll tell you, I'll tell you the story of why I did this video. So I was deciding what to do for a video, and I decided, you know what, it's time to do another poem. So I'm thinking about a poem. I guess I was on Twitter. I was somewhere, and somebody had done something kind of a story or article, and it had to be or not to be. And like a bell went off in my head, and went, well, that's, yeah. Shane Wright or Slavkovsky, I could see it, So that's why I did that. So, after the draft, I don't think I want to take that on. I want to finish the story. Yeah. So I didn't know the whole soliloquy, to be honest with you, right? Like I didn't know there's the rub. I didn't know that came from that, or to sleep, perchance to dream. I didn't know that came from it. There were a few sayings I didn't know that came from there. The thing is, though, there were a few words where I put the WTF. What was it? Something about fartles. Like, what are fartles? And I used some of the lines, obviously, and I looked up and found out the meaning of it. And I know what fartles are, but it was just really hard. It was really taxing on the brain. And I was glad to finish it, but I was really excited. And I'm kind of proud of it, but I'm not really happy with my performance, I guess. I like what I accomplished with it, because I got like a quarter of the way through and thought, there's no way I can do this and keep on track with a story, So I did my best. Let's see now. Oh, okay. We got to do this here now. It's time, because nobody did this for me. If you want, everybody in the room who's here now, there's 18 people. You're all eligible for the draw, which I'm going to do in a few minutes. So if you want to be in the draw, type 10 and enter. And I'm going to write everybody's name down that has a 10. So you need to participate to get in while we talk. Hey, Julie, how's it going? Cam Neely and Don Sweet, they're close, eh? They're close, like stuck. behind, stuck to each other. Throw some cold water on them. Didn't they re-sign DeBrusque? All right, let's go. So there's some names. X3J, gotcha. Mark Riley. Larry, hey Larry, get you in there. Bye-bye. Old man. I'm going to put old man too. He did it the old man way. Julie. Gregory. Oh, I put Gregory. That's wrong. Taboo. All right. Darth Master. Darth Master. Oh, 9. So make sure we got that. All right. We'll just wait a few minutes, see if anybody else wants. Remember, if you want to be in the draw, put a 10, put 10, or spell it, T-E-N, enter, and I will write your name in, and we're going to do a draw. Giving away this fanny pack. It's kind of, it's leather. I don't know if it's official, but it's like leather. It's by Herschel, the Herschel company. It's got all the official stuff, never been opened, brand new, never been used. From the Habs store. Guru. I can tell you right now, Habs Guru has the most entries. It's not because, it's not for any other reason than he's the biggest benefactor. So he has the most. So, and he's not in this draw, he's not allowed to say, no, I want something. He's not allowed to do that. Whoever wins gets it. I'm not taking no for an answer. It's a special draw. It's for everybody. Ryan. Got you, Ryan. Almost missed you there. Sorry about that. David. I'll just cut these out, put them in the bag. Bag's already there, and we'll do a draw in roughly when I'm done this here thing. And so let's continue talking at the same time, because I've got everybody right down to David William. Everybody's in. So I'm up to date. How many games do you think Price plays next year? It's a good question. I want to say roughly the same as this year. I'm going to say less than 10. Stan F, gotcha, buddy. Gotcha. Yeah, I want to say less than 10. It's not that I want to say that, though, but I really think there's still more problems coming there. Hey, Ryan, yeah, I don't feel that it's been that long. I feel like I just saw you recently in one of these live streams, but hey, good to see you. I'm doing well. Actually. Things are doing good. Yeah. Old man, you're in already. You have to do that again. The X for 10. I get it. You want what? 3? You want 3 entries, don't you? Yeah, Larry, that's the key, though, right? I think if Price is healthy, it's more than 25. But I think if he plays just 25, he's not healthy, at least at some point, right? So it's a matter of when he's ready. Habitation, you don't wanna, then you don't have to. It's only if you wanna. That's why I figured it's not just everybody that I've seen typed in. Maybe you don't want to be in the draw. So if you want to be in the draw, put 10. Enter, and I got everybody up to now. Anyway, you're too grumpy to win. Come on. We'll cut it off in about 2 minutes. So the topics are open. Open topics. Anything you guys want to talk about. I mean, if it's something embarrassing to me, I'm not going to answer. But other than that, If Price is healthy, says old man, we should sell our homes and belongings and buy lottery tickets. Yeah, I think you're right. I get the point, right? It's almost a miracle. From the looks of how it is, it's almost going to be a miracle for him to be ready for the beginning of the season. I think that's beyond scope right now. It's going to be sometime during the season and maybe never. That's the sad part of it all. Well, Habination, I will try to win one of those. I know people will, the Tricolor store on Twitter, I think Canadians, the Montreal, they give them away sometimes. I enter. If I win one, I'll give it away. As much as I would like to keep it, I'm going to say I might give it away because I might want to keep it. But you never know. I might end up buying one to give away, you know. The first time I remember I was probably like, oh God, I was an adult by then to see the Maroons at Toe Blake and the Maroons. Yeah. It was back in the day, you know, before I served in the Great War. Well, it depends which one you're talking about, because I was in the first and the second, you know. Listen, I've been around a while. As I said in my video today, I went to high school with Willie Shakespeare, so you know. Well, if Price retires, see, the problem with Price retiring is the Habs would actually have a shitty cap situation because there'd be a retirement recapture penalty, which is the bonus money that there's bonus money that would get recaptured. It's a big price to pay, and he's not retiring. What'll happen is he'll go on the LTIR. If the Habs spend to the cap, they'll get his 10.5 million back. If they don't spend to the cap, then you don't put players on LTIR. So that's what'll happen. And they'll keep him there till the end of his contract, and then he can retire, and it won't hurt them. And that's what'll happen. Gregory says, with Edmondson, Savard, Weidman, and Romanov in the lineup, Petrie traded, what young defensemen make the team? Well, Jordan Harris, I think Justin Barron. What are we looking at? How many is that now? 4, 5, 6. And I think pretty much that sums up your top 6 if everyone's healthy, right? And then you've got other guys that I think can come in. You know, I'm going to say take a look this year for obviously Caden Gooley. It's an unknown only in that we don't know, does he make it or not? So you got to add Caden Gooley to that list. And I think at some point near the end of the season, a young big guy named Arbor Mikai, I think Arbor might at some point make this team this year. I think he might. I know it's a bit of a stretch. I think that kid's going to make the team. I think he's going to make the team and stay here at some point because he's a big, mean, but talented young guy, you know? And so there you go. I think those are the 8 strongest candidates for me. How's that? Because I think Caden Gooley makes the team next year. I really do. So I don't know if that answers your question enough, but that's what I'm going with. Well, I've said about Norlinder, Larry, is that I have this gut feeling that they're going to use Norlinder in a trade, probably to trade up at the draft. It's kind of, I got to reach back here. It's kind of, I have this feeling that that's what's going to happen with Norlinder. Habination, Jack Eye, it's okay. Luca apparently went to school with him. Somebody did anyway, and it's pronounced Mikai apparently. So it's why I call him. Ooh, it's why I call him Arbor. It's a lot easier just to call him Arbor. Everyone knows who you're talking about, and it's a lot easier than figuring out how to pronounce that last name. Does Price really want to play this year, considering it's going to be a rebuild? Yeah, I believe Price when he says he does not want to retire and he wants to play. And he only wants to play for the Habs. I believe him. I don't think there's any reason to doubt him. Norlander took a shot to the head with 6 seconds left and hasn't been back. What game? Where's he playing? Oh, the Rocket. He's with the Rocket right now. Ooh. Well, I wish him the best. Hope he's okay. Wait a second. What did you... Wait. Oh, man, what did you write there? I want to read for one of these or two of these first rounders available. I'm having trouble translating. Joshua Roy is playing with Laval. Yes, I understand he's playing this tonight with Laval. Gregory, yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's, how do I want to put it? He definitely has a lot less hype at this point right now than there was going into last season. X3J, and I'm got. By the way, we're gonna close this off. It's closed off. So for the, I'm gonna cut these up, and we're gonna do the draw. I know Wright is gonna get picked, but I really want Slavkovsky. I have watched him, and I watched some highlights, and he is crazy good. Against who did you watch him against? Like that. Think about what team. Was it one of the Canada, U.S., Finland? He didn't do well against. He seems to do well against the teams that aren't as strong. This is my worry. And no, I don't want him at first. I'm not saying I don't like him at all, but I don't think he's going to be. I think he's going to drop. I had a hot take. He's going to drop out of the top 5. That's my hot take. So I think if Montreal wants to get him, they try to get Ottawa's 7th pick. And I think maybe they get him at 7th. Call me crazy. Oh, baby, call me crazy. I don't know that. I can't sing it. I don't know that song. What's that song? By that girl that sings that song? You know that song. Can you be vaguer, Rick? No, I cannot be more vague. All right, all the names are going in the draw here. All the names. Everybody's names. Just so you see. There's just a ton of names in there. There's lots of names. Remember, we're giving away this right now. Drop what you're doing. You just drop it because you never know. You could win right now. Giving away this fanny pack that I have one, but I don't wear it on my fanny. I wear it around my neck, under my arm here, so you can open it up wide, and I wear it under there. That's how I wear it. You can wear it the way you want. All right? If you want to wear it on your fanny, wear it on your fanny. All right. Who's going to be the lucky winner? Okay. Well, here's the lucky winner. Who's it going to be? I'm looking at it with you guys. David William. David William. I'm here in the room. I know you're here. David William is the winner. Habby Nation, Carly Ray Jepson. You got it. Habby Nation is a winner. Doesn't want to win anything, so he doesn't get anything. So David William. Congrats, David. Congrats, David. All right, so David, you are the winner of this. I'm just going to put this here so I don't forget. I won't forget. It won't stay, though. So, David, you got 2. I need your address. So my email is in the description of this video. So, David, I think you've sent me messages before. So send me a message with your address, David, and I'm going to send this out to you. But should be by next weekend. Not this one, because we're in this one. So by next weekend. All right. Congrats, David. I like giving away stuff. Oddly, for a Jewish guy, I like giving away stuff. David, no, we're not doing that. I said we're not doing that today. This is a special draw, and it's for everybody. You might not want it, but listen, I won't be insulted. Give it away to somebody that you think would like it. That's fine. But I insist tonight that you take the win. If there's a really good reason why you can't, tell me, and then okay. But if it's not like a reason like that, I'd rather you take it. Who's my sleeper prospect to make the team next year that very few expect to make it? The kid we just talked about, actually, for Laval. I think Joshua Rock. Does that mean a lot of people aren't? I don't know, but I think he's a sleeper because, I mean, he's 18, and it's unlikely, but I think that he might have the talent. I think we might find out how he does here with Laval. If he looks really good, yeah, I think I might be right. If not, doesn't mean I won't be right, but yeah, I'm going to go with Joshua Roy. And I think that's what old man they're saying. Joshua Wawa. Baba Wawa's, great-grandson. French great-grandson. You know Baba Wawa? Ryan, if David has no fanny, he can still wear it like I wear it because I also don't have much back there. So literally this thing falls off my ass when I try to wear it. There's nothing to hook up on, I guess. So I don't wear it like that. They're playing tonight, from what I understand. He's supposed to be in the lineup tonight. That's my understanding of it. I saw the announcement on Twitter. I believe it was from the Rocket themselves. Big save by Shesterkin right there. Larry's got it. Barbara Walters from on Saturday Night Live. Gilda Radner did Baba Wawa. Because Barbara Walters, she has a bit of a lisp, I guess it is. Is it a lisp or a speech impediment? Larry knew who it was. Abination, excuse me. There's some old guys in the room. Not just us two, man. I watched the very first SNL when it came out in 1975 and watched every goddamn episode into the early 80s. And then, it's kind of hit and miss. And lately, not really. But like the first 10 years, I watched it, most of that. Who's my favorite from SNL? Oh, God. I guess, you got to go with, for me, probably the person I enjoyed the most. Maybe a tie between, I'll tell you, John Belushi and Eddie Murphy. Norm Macdonald was good, but I guess I watched. I think that's when I started to fall off and not watch all the time. But yeah, I'm gonna have to say I really do think the guys that I enjoyed the most, that made me laugh the most, I think yeah, John Belushi and Eddie Murphy, yeah. And not to say the guys you guys are mentioning, like I like them and all that. It's not to say. I think overall, Frank Blair was the one with the new. Who's Frank Blair? I never heard of Frank Blair. So I don't know. Define old guy. Old guy, anybody that is, I guess, over 50. It's not that you're 50-year-old, but that you can go back that far, like in the era I'm talking about. I'm 59, so I'll be somewhere around there. Ryan, yes. Norm Macdonald was a big Habs fan. Yes. Grew up in Ottawa, so. Eddie Murphy, when he was in his day, man, he was funny as hell. You didn't want to miss an episode of SNL back then. Thanks, old man. Thank you for that. I'm not as old as you would imagine. I know I look older than I am, and that's been like 20 years now, so I got used to it. Doesn't bother me anymore. I could not pick a favorite, says Habination. Yeah, no, I mean, you know what? I like a lot of them. I'm just saying these are two guys that, when you think back, they just consistently made you laugh, and probably the biggest laughs too. Frank Blair was the news guy on the Today Show when Barbara Walters and Hugh Downs were hosting the Today Show. Jane Pauley was Walters' successor. Oh boy, okay, yeah, I didn't know that. Phil, loved Aykroyd too. I mean, if I loved Belushi, had to love Aykroyd. Definitely. I love when he did those commercials about whatever, some weird product, and he's. Gregory, you missed the cut. You're just a kid at 43. I mean, you're just a kid at 43. For me, 43 was like a lifetime ago. It was literally 26 years ago. No, 16 years ago. Yeah. Still feels like a lifetime ago when I was 43. My math skills, not the same. Okay, what do I have here? The only thing I have, because I was trying to gather information, and I've been, because of everything with the fire settlement finally being over after 7 years, I've been kind of in a weird headspace for this last week. So not much work getting done. And I didn't take a lot of notes during the week. So, but I did get something that I found interesting. Philadelphia Flyers looking for a new head coach, as we know. So apparently, and this is Frank Saravalli announcing it, so it's probably accurate. Barry Trotz and John Tortorella are in the final group that they're looking at. So that means Trotz and Torts. One of them is going to be coaching the Flyers, it seems like. And I saw a comment on that, and they said, somebody said, and it might have been, if you watch Gravity on, I guess he's got YouTube and all that. And if you watch him, he put out on Twitter, his advice to the Flyers was to take Trotz. And me too. If I'm the Flyers, you should take Barry Trotz. You probably have less problems. Probably. I'm not sure. I don't think there's any. Have there been any scandals with Trotz? I don't know. And you'll get a better result, I think. Anyway, we'll see who they hire. Blues Brothers. How many great movies? Belushi and Aykroyd. Are you just listening for Aykroyd, right? Ghostbusters, Blues Brothers. Phil Hartman was great, Gregory. Phil Hartman was great. I like that. Talk about Phil Hartman. And old man puts, you may remember him from all the greatest Simpson roles ever. Not all the great, but I mean a lot of them. But I like that you may remember him from. What was that character's name? God damn, I can't remember that. On The Simpsons. Dan Aykroyd commercials were awesome. The Bassomatic, that's the one I was thinking of. The Bassomatic, that's a classic. But I mean, he did so many different ones, but the Bassomatic was a classic. Was there a fight just now that happened right there? I missed it. Stan, as far as I know, the Laval Rocket game is not being televised unless you pay for it, I believe. My sympathies for you to have to live in Toronto. Troy McClure, that's it. And I was thinking that, but I was thinking, wasn't there an actor, a real actor, Doug McClure? And I was thinking, no, you're thinking of that guy. That's right, Troy McClure. Hi, Aki. Now, Phil, he got it just above you there. Troy McClure. You may remember me from whatever you want to mention. Guy was in everything. So what do we? No score after one in the game. I think. I don't think there's a score. And they're interviewing someone, so first period's over. I think I'll go about another, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. I got to eat supper soon. Yes, Doug McClure was on that, and wasn't he on another one? The Big Valley, or I'm wrong about the Big Valley, but he was on a few shows back in the day, which is, I'm sure, why they used the name McClure. He was a character actor of the day. He was on that show the other day. Has anybody watched Shoresy? Nobody's talking about that. Am I the only one who's watched it 3 times all the way through already? Nobody else has watched Shoresy, and no one's talked to me about it. And I'm thinking about it now. So, someone tell me they've watched it. If you haven't watched Shoresy, watch it. It is pretty freaking good. Laval's in overtime already? It's only 9 o'clock. Game's over, like, kind of. Larry, you're probably right. Lee Majors was on the Big Valley. Yes. Barbara Stanwyck and Linda Evans. Yes. You mentioned, BL, I'm not sure what. Shoresy? You mentioned, yeah, okay. I said hardly anyone, didn't I? If I said nobody, but I apologize. Aki, I agree, and I'm still in shock that it's only 6. Like, they left it like there's going to be more because the playoffs. And then I don't get that part. That's the other thing I don't get, but it's freaking awesome. It's my new favorite show. Yeah, Guru, I mean, I think the Lightning are going to win, but I was pulling for the Rangers. Anyways, there's no score, I don't think, yet, so a lot of hockey to play. For the Habs to move up, which pick would I move up? Born to be a Habs is saying all the teams with multiple picks. The pick I'd go after is not, you don't have it listed there. And for me, that is 7. Ottawa is number 7, which is in play. There's been some talk about Buffalo's number 9 pick, but I don't see why they trade away their top pick. BL, Terry Ryan is hilarious. And, I was like, who's Terry Ryan on there? Like, the guy from Newfoundland, obviously. Yeah, I mean, it's just a great show. Habitation looks like second. Second what? Second period? Gregory, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. At this point, I was hoping for better. He's not ready. To say that he's a career AHL goalie, I don't know about that necessarily. He's still young. But, I don't think they're as high on him as they were. I think that's for sure. Gonna get Maverick and Luno. Maverick, James Garner. But James Garner passed away a while ago. I don't know. We really want Maverick? Aki says Shoresy was a test run and they were only cleared for 6. I know, but they should have prepared. How can you leave it with the playoffs to come? Like, how? But I believe I believe they're already picked up for season 2. And if it came out tomorrow, I couldn't be happier. I wish it would be out tomorrow. Stan, I'm not sure what you're. I'm trying to go. I don't see another comment from you. I don't know what you mean. Yes, the station is college. It's above my head. 2-1 Laval going into the third. Oh, there you go. Ryan, I don't know that I agree with you on that. And like I said, depending on what they have to give up to make a trade like that. But I don't think that's right to make a big... I don't know that I necessarily agree with that. On the second point you're making, I guess that's true. But, I don't know that that's their goal necessarily, right? No pun intended saying right. But it would. But I don't want to see them make... I don't want to see them trade up for a draft pick that's, no matter what you want to say, still a question mark until he gets here, that he's, to give up somebody that will be around when they turn this around after the rebuild. Am I making my point clear? I don't know if I'm making it clear. I'm trying to. Yeah, Larry, they're in the intermission, so I think first period's over. I don't think there's a score. Which move will Hughes make next? This time, what time is it? He's probably going to go to bed next. So I think that's I don't know. That's hard to say. There's a lot of, they got to move some salary out. Honestly, they got to make some room. They can only go 10% over the cap in the offseason, right? They're already over the cap by a good bit, so they don't have any wiggle room without moving salary. So as far as can they bring in a free agent or this or that, they can't until they make some room. So I think you're going to see them trade one of the guys with, a bigger contract. Who that'll be? Yeah, that's really a good question. Probably a Petrie, I wouldn't be surprised if Petrie is the first one moved. So, but then again, with the amount of time, he's got 3 years, it's big money. Mike Hoffman could go. I think teams would be interested in Hoffman. Armia could be a tough move. But you know what? His play at the Worlds, that's got to increase his value. So hopefully. But they have to move some salary. They ain't got a choice, my friends. Like seriously, they're in they got some big issues. I'm not sure what they're at, but they're like at 91 million right now. So in the off season, they're like right about the limit already. So they have to move some money. I think you're going to see Shea Weber's contract go to Arizona. I could see that happening pretty early. Hell, somebody just did that. Somebody just acquired Ben Bishop. It's got to be for cap reasons so either to reach a floor, whatever the reason. But somebody just acquired Ben Bishop. Anybody remember who? I can't remember who. It's one of the Buffalo. Buffalo just acquired Ben Bishop. Ben Bishop retired, didn't he? Like Price with the bad knee, or is he coming back? That I don't know. Maybe he's coming back. Petrie doesn't make big money. He makes $6.5 million. What do you mean that's not big money? Yeah, but Petrie's not optimally. Petrie's not a first pair defenseman. He's a second pair. So I think you're wrong there because he plays best behind the first pair defenseman. Like when Weber was here, right? Weber was first pair. Petrie was at his best behind Weber. Gregory says Weber and Armia to Arizona for whatever we can get. Arizona gets help to the cap floor. We move a not so great contract. Yeah, sounds about right. And then he says Drouin, Edmondson, and Byron get moved at the deadline. Simmer, Trelecky, and Sherratt trade. I saw a rumor about Drouin Weber's contract, like Drouin Weber getting traded to Arizona. Yeah, I don't know about that part, but yeah, maybe that is where they go. I mean, that really gets them to the floor because Weber and Armia together, that's $11 million, 11 and a half, I think, or close to that. So that helps move them up to the floor. And with Weber, he's actually getting $1 million. And this is the big thing for Arizona, right? They want contracts like that where the players are getting much less than the value of the annual average value. So Weber is getting $1 million in salary of the $7.87 million, I think, that his contract is. So they want that kind of a balance that gets them up to the floor, but they only have to pay out $1 million to the guy. They have money problems. And being 3 years in that small arena, they're going to continue to have money problems. Well, Habination, you confirm it. 6.5 is second pair money. That's what I just said. Buffalo got Bishop to hit the cap floor. They have a ton of ELC. Yeah, well, that's what I figured they did it for. That's why I said it. Ryan, but he's 3 years away from free agency. At the age he'll be, he won't get big money on his next deal. Tario, I mean, that's a really good point, right? He's a goalie. So I did say he's still young. I feel that the Canadians, when they said, Hughes had said, he doesn't see that, he doesn't feel they have a number one goalie prospect in the system. Well, Primo's in the system, so I think they see him a little less. Tampa just scored, I think. No? Wait, let me see this. No. Here. Did they score? No. Oh, another big save by Shesterkin. Bishop is finished. No, I thought so. Last year, he retired. I thought he retired last year, right? Because he couldn't come back. So I was, yeah. So it's just to get to the floor. Oh, Stan, I see what you're saying. People in Toronto must love that. Have a nation, not the way Montreal is going, though. That's why they're going with the young kids. They're not looking to replace Petrie with a high-priced guy. They said they're not, they're going to, if they trade Petrie, they're going to try to bring back an experienced defenseman. And he's also said they're not going after any five-star defenseman. A guy making $9 million, that's a five-star defenseman. So they're not doing that. They're going to get a low-cost, experienced defenseman coming back. Who it'll be, I don't know. Because they need to save money on the cap, not spend money on the cap. They cannot spend money like that on the cap. It hurts you to say that, but I think you like saying that, I thought. Habination says, hurts me to say that I'm not a fan of Petrie. Askarov in Nashville played in AHL all year and was a first rounder with a lot of potential development as to change for better results in Montreal. I saw actually someone talking about Askarov earlier in the year in a trade. I mean, listen, Nashville, maybe they don't want to trade. There's a fight or a scrum anyway. Here's a scrum. All right. Where are we there? I think I'm going to head out. Well, that's a shoulder-on-shoulder hit. Listen, Trouba, actually, that's a shoulder-on-shoulder hit. Did you see the attempt to hit? I don't know who number 18 is. It's Cirelli. Man, he threw an elbow at him, and he missed. Thank God he missed that. He would have taken that kid's head off. Trouba. Hey, Jason. Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. I wouldn't count on the 1-2, but I think they'll try to trade up somewhere anyway. Gregory Weidman is the vet they brought back, and they spent nothing on him. $750 and $775 over 2 years. That's nothing. Yeah, Born to be Hab. Chikrin makes too much. That's the problem, right? They're not going to be able to afford to get a guy like Chikrin in a trade. That would be in a trade because I believe he's signed. BL, you're right. Trouba hits to injure, and no, I have not seen him fight, to be honest with you, but I don't watch a lot of Rangers games. But I do catch the headlines when he hurts people, and he does it often. He's a dirty hitter. He doesn't always hit dirty, but he often does. Jason, apparently they are willing to move that pick, and I think you have it right. They want established players that will be on the roster right away and will actually help the team, not just prospects. They don't want prospects, from what I've read and understood. Is that Corey Perry that got hit? Yeah, eh? That's Corey Perry. Lay off Corey Perry, you idiot. I like Corey Perry. I don't care if he's on Tampa. Yeah, I would really, for me, I think that Montreal will target, Ottawa's number 7. I think, obviously, they'll probably talk to New Jersey, but I got to think New Jersey wants too much for that number 2 pick. Ryan, yes, he was. There's a story out where there's something I could have written down. Apparently, for this last season that we just had, if Corey Perry had stuck around, they were able to sign him. Ducharme and Bergevin wanted him as captain. They would have named him captain. So we would have had a captain if Corey Perry was still here. And apparently, they wanted him to be the bridge until Nick Suzuki was ready. So anybody doubting Nick Suzuki going to be named captain? I don't think it's a good move to doubt that. I've been saying it for a while. Nick Suzuki, next captain. He's apparently spending most of the summer here in Montreal doing captain things, working with kids and charities and stuff like that and going around to events. That's captain-like. And, Nick Suzuki will be the next captain of Montreal Canadiens. There is a penalty to somebody, Sergachev. Well, why am I not surprised? Did he go after Trouba? No, it's not Trouba. Jason, I think you got a good chance that Colorado will win the Cup. Let's see if they can put it all together this year. Lehkonen would win the Cup. Suzuki hanging out with Drouin, kind of like a captain would, hanging out with the problem child, keeping him, in line, not in line, but you know what I mean? Kind of actually using his good reputation to help people look at Drouin a little differently. I think that's what he's doing. And that's, it's kind of captain-like again. Anyway, he's my pick for captain. And he's going to be the pick for captain by, I believe, the management, like Gordon and Hughes and I guess all the directors and coaches are going to decide who the captain is going to be, but I think they're pretty much decided. I thought there was a power play here. It's 4-on-4 hockey. Okay. All right, so I'm going to take off here because I'm really getting hungry, and it's after 9, and there's a lot of hockey left. Enjoy the hockey. I will be back. I would have been on Wednesday, but I had to go and get the check and sign the papers and stuff, and it was just a long day, and I was tired. But I'll be back Wednesday for a membership drive, I guess, or maybe do a members only. We'll see. And next Saturday as normal, and videos here and there when they're ready. I'll be doing videos. Please check out if you didn't watch when I played it on sped up version. Video I put out today, to be or not to be. Check that out. Thanks for being here, everybody. Really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Peace out, y'all. Have a great rest of the game, the evening and the game. And go Rangers, go, because why not? I picked the Rangers. There you go. Have a great night, Gary. Everybody. Ciao.